G'day ladies and gents, welcome to War Thunder with Mags. Well, today playing around in the low tiers once again, doing another level 4-5 match. Again, I'm flying with my mate K, he's out in his Germans, but I decided I'm going to bust out the Russians. First plane up, the Chaika. Awesome little machine. Considered by a lot to be overpowered. It's questionable whether or not it is. It's not as much as it used to be. It has received a couple of nerfs to its overall speed and performance. It used to run down everything, but now, speed-wise, it's been muted a bit. But it is still a biplane, and it still has an incredibly powerful engine. This thing has the same engine as the upgraded I-16 in it. And it is a biplane, so it does turn hard and does have a lot of lift. It doesn't climb like it used to as well, but it still climbs reasonably well. Historically, these planes were dangerous to fly. Their engine was well and truly more powerful than the airframe was built to support, and they would tear themselves apart in extreme manoeuvres and doing some of the stuff that happens in War Thunder. But we live here in War Thunder land, where the only faults or mechanical failures an aircraft will ever receive is due to either pilot error or being shot apart. So the plane performs at its maximum potential at all times. In arcade, this thing is a beast. It rolls like a boss. Twin 20mm cannons. It's just obscenely fun. As you see, I've already made my first kill. I tried to get a rocket strike and failed rather badly there, and now I'm using my dive speed, which you see I only managed to get it up to about 450 in the dive. Its cruising speed's only about 350. But using those 20mm cannons to effect to do what I can to get rid of this IL-4. Now this is the updated... I forget what this is. It used to be another map, but it was updated anyway. The trick to winning this map isn't actually the ground forces, it's the ships in the bay. They're the closest ground targets to your base, so they're the easiest ones to intercept. Your spawning point is nearly directly above them. And the ground targets are a long distance away. From this side of the map, you have to keep your ships alive. You have to float around over the top of them and keep them as defended as you possibly can. The ground targets, it's really hard to get to them. They spawn in nearly over top of the ground installations. So I'm hanging around the ships and just trying to eliminate aircraft in the area. Now, much like the Boomerang, because this thing isn't extremely fast, it's best played defensive. Use its manoeuvrability to best effect. Don't extend too far without serious support. And eliminate anything that goes into the zone that you've declared as yours, your zone of control. I am probably extending out a little bit further here than I would like, but the enemy aircraft seemed a little bit, unwilling to enter the area. Now, as I said before, this is a tier 4-5 lineup by me and my mate K. Unfortunately, we've been tiered up a bracket. We're against level 6 and 7 aircraft, but we'll see what we can do regardless. Enemy P-39 turns into me. I'll quite happily put a 20mm round straight through the cockpit. Thank you very much. Now going up to the Yak-1 B. Again, turns the plane sideways into the aircraft that's firing on them. Why the aircraft has an angle. I mentioned this in a couple of my other videos. Don't do that. As you see on the background there, he presented the entire silhouette of the aircraft, and I was able to easily pick out his wing and shear it off. Sharp turns like that are intended for when an aircraft is on your tail. But when they're coming at you from 90 degrees, you're just making a target of yourself. So I'm watching the ground attackers over here. Better go deal with them. That AR-2 next. Now, I'm not stopping them because they're attacking our ground forces. I'm worried they're going to turn over enough of the ships, so best to be preemptive and eliminate them beforehand. Again, full silhouette shot. Another kill. Just checking my tail. I saw a shell line past me there before, and I've gone a little bit paranoid. I haven't been able to spot what he fired. Everything else is far too far away, so there's something in the area that I can't see. So moving in on this SU-2, it's our two closest ships. Now this Yak-1 was all over it, but he just didn't seem to be able to get the shot. So if you're not going to kill it, buddy, I will. He dives underneath, overshoots. I'll pull up on the tail and take the kill. and it was the Yak 7B that fired the shot at me before that I couldn't spot. He just sheared off my lower wing on the way past. So there's the Chiker down. Now what to bring out next? Now I, again, made the same mistake as I made with my German line last time. These aircraft have upgrades unlocked, but I have not applied them. As you can see, I've still got to bolt everything on to the IL-2. All the belts aren't unlocked, which means it's only the belts that I unlocked previous to patch 1.3, and it's likely I don't have any of my modifications applied to the aircraft either. So this thing's effectively stock. But I need a ground attack aircraft now. I've done my defence duty. There's multiple aircraft over top of the ships. Time to start hitting back and draw those ground targets in, because we're even at the moment, and well, I want to win. So first up, well, there's the Yak 7 that shot me down before, and he apparently has the blinders on, isn't seeing me coming from the side, so I'll quite happily take that. For those wondering why I spin the camera around so often, that's why. Constantly check your 6, otherwise somebody will slip in behind you and end you in a real hurry. So use these heavy ground attack cannons to rip apart this P-25. He's out. But I didn't bring this thing out to attack aircraft. Time to go see if I can ground pound a little bit. I'm lining up those toolboxes down there. This thing has bombs, they're the hardest things to take out. Any soft targets fighters can clean up. Use my explosives to eliminate anything hardened. Now my mate K is back over at the airbase at the moment playing defensive. He was cutting down an A-20G that was flying around in the area and trying to intercept a couple of other aircraft that were attempting to bomb out our runway in space. Did a damn good job of it too. Nothing hit the runway. He's just made another kill. There's my bomb drop. Bunker's down. Had to do a little jink there. KI was coming in for a shot. Now I have a rocket load, but they're not really... They can be effective against bunkers, but they're not really designed for it. Besides, I like to save my rockets for fighters if I can. It's so much more amusing to shoot them down. So decide to go in, see a lag 3, yep, alright, I'll go for fighters, and I make the silliest mistake here. Never, ever nose to nose an aircraft that has a centre mounted cannon. You will lose your pilot every single time. So, back into battle. Time to bring out the Yak 7. Was making sure I had the upgrades that I could on there, and one of the other players, a Russian player, shot a message through to me. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russian, so rather than being rude, to say, sorry mate, I don't speak Russian, and let him know I'm Australian, and at least then he knows I'm not being rude and ignoring it. So what to go for next? Well, we have the lead on points. It looks like we've got the ground targets held out, but there are fighters encroaching into our area again, so I better start cleaning some of those up, otherwise we're in a lot of trouble. Now we're about to lose our last bunker. There it goes there, which means all we have left in this match now is the ships. So in on an F6F. Nice solid hit, not a kill. Pull vertical. Come back around and line him up for a second shot. Almost go too far here. Just dust off the bottom of my plane with the tree tops, but don't connect, thankfully. That would have been embarrassing. And come in for the kill. I've got all the energy in the world, he's stuck in a low place, I've tapped him up twice. Easily wiped out. Uh-oh, they've taken out more ground targets, they're on our ships now. So bring this around. Sure enough, an SB-2M is in the area bombing ships. Just taking a quick opportunity to check out the map and confirm. If there's nothing left of ours on the ground, it's just the ships left. Down to 3 targets remaining. Uh-oh. AR2 and SPM need to be taken out before they finish off all our ships. We're down to 2 now. Down to 1. There we go. Now let's put on the SP2M. Overcook it. So I'm going to have to break off tight. Change angle to get the guns back on, but it's too late. He's already let off his bomb load. There goes the last ship, and that was a loss. Let's find out how we went. So, how'd we go for this match? Well, 9 kills for 2 losses. My mate made 3 kills for 1, so that's, well, basically a 4-to-1 KDR. Not bad for the squad, and considering we're flying aircraft 2 levels below the maximum in the match, and we pulled out the top slots, not bad at all. 17,895 silver lines, 29,155 XP. So yeah, not bad fun at all. The Chiker is a beast, the IL-2 is a monster, and the Axe-7 is great fun. If you're looking for a bit of fun in low-level Russians, definitely put those 3 into a lineup and have a bit of a blast. If you're looking for a low-level premium that's good fun to fly too, the Chiker isn't a bad choice to make at all. Anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click like if you do, subscribe if you would like to see more. Fly smart, fly safe, and I'll catch you in the skies.